video is going to be a makeup tutorial on like an Instagram baddie look. I've seen these a lot over like YouTube and stuff of like girls who literally start out with like no makeup on, looking like a hot mess like I am right now, and like transition themselves into like a hot Instagram baddie or whatever. So I thought I would take my little spin on it and see what we come up with. The makeup that I'm going to be doing is pretty much like my go-to makeup look, so it's something that I go to when I don't really know what I'm going to be doing, but I still want to look glam and I still want to like wear lashes and like full coverage and all that stuff, which I'm full coverage like every day. But yeah, anyways, so today I'm going to be doing that. So if you guys like to see how I transition myself from this to an Instagram baddie, then just keep watching. Okay, so this is going to be a talk through video, so I'm going to be walking you through each step that I do. I like to do talk through videos and then I do like voiceovers most of the time, but today's going to be a talk through video, so I'm going to be walking you through like each step on like what I do. So first thing we're going to do is work on our skin. So I'm going to be taking the Porefessional Matte Rescue Primer. This is a really good primer. I bought 2 of the sample like travel size and I still haven't like bought the big version, but I think I'm going to next time. This makes me like super matte, but it keeps my makeup on like all day because I am more oily, so I do like to look matte and then I go in with like highlight and all that stuff to look like glowy. But I do want a primer that's going to make my makeup last all day, and this one definitely does that for me. So I'm just applying that all over my skin. Then because I'm extra, I'm going to go in with the regular Porefessional from Benefit. And I'm just going to put a little bit, like about that much. And I'm just going to focus that like right in this area, because that's where I have like larger pores and like on my nose. And then I just pat it in. A little on the chin, you know. I don't know why I get little hairs on my face. They just appear out of nowhere. Okay. So you guys know like I love full coverage foundation. It's very rare if I wear like a light coverage foundation. That's just me though, but whatever foundation that you love, then you can go in with that. But I know for like Instagram kind of makeup, it's like porcelain, like perfect, like airbrush looking skin. Of course, they're working with like a lot of Photoshop and a lot of Facetune, but the makeup does play a big part in like how good you want your picture to look, if that makes sense. So the foundation that I've been going to is the Maybelline SuperStay foundation. This is the 24-hour full coverage foundation. I do have a little bit of a spray tan on me right now, so I'm going to be using the color 128 Warm Nude. So I'm just going to apply that. And then I do have a little sample of the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. This is in the shade Tawny, but this is like my like favorite foundation ever. I just am out of my normal color or like my tan color. I'm gonna mix them together on the back of my hand. I love this SuperStay foundation from Maybelline. I think this is such a great like full coverage foundation, and it really does last a long time throughout the day. And then I always apply it with a damp sponge. This is the Real Techniques damp sponge, and I just pat it into my skin. Then I'm going to take like what's left and bring it down my neck. You don't have to like bring it all the way down your neck, but I like to like when I do take like pictures and stuff, because it just makes it look like your neck look airbrushed too. Because if you notice, like sometimes in pictures, if you have like a full coverage face and like your face looks perfect, and then you look at the person's neck and then they have like their natural skin tone, and it just kind of looks different opposed to your face. So that's why I always bring it down my neck, just so that, you know, my neck looks good too. And then I just take whatever I have left and just focus on like my acne scars and stuff. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to take my Holy Grail Tarte Shape Tape. Now this is in the shade Light, so this is a lot lighter than my face right now, obviously. But I'm going to mix it a little bit with the Soft Matte Complete Concealer by NARS. This is in the shade Custard. So I'm going to put some of this under my eyes first. And then I'm gonna mix a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape, just to give like a nice like highlight. Then I go back in with that sponge and just blend it out. Put it on my eyes to prime for eyeshadow. That's just how I prime. But if you use like your own like eyeshadow base, then you can use that on there. I do make sure that I go like one way and then bring it back the other way. That way my concealer doesn't settle in like one crease under my eye. I'm going to take a little bit more of that concealer and put it down my nose, right here in between my forehead and on my chin, and keep it so. Just so that it doesn't look so white under the eyes, we can even it out throughout the face. So to set under my eyes, I'm going to use the Hourglass Translucent Veil Powder. This is a really nice powder for setting under the eyes because it kind of doesn't look like you have powder on. So I'm just going to go over my creases, under my eyes. And then with that same sponge, I'm going to pick up a little bit and then set under my eye. Then I'm going to take the same powder and I'm just going to set the rest of my face. If you're dry, you don't have to do this, but because I'm oily and I don't like the feeling of like foundation, like liquid foundation on my face because I'm so oily, that I like to mattify it with the powder. So I know I look a little crazy right now, but I'm going to go in with like powder and bronzer and all that stuff, so it'll look a lot more natural. So now I'm just going to go in with like a regular powder brush, and I'm going to take that same translucent powder and I'm going to set my neck. Just make sure that there's no like powder like clinging on my face, that everything's like nice and blended. So now I'm going to take the Lancome Absolute powder. This is in the shade Absolute Peach or whatever, I think. This is a really like nice like shimmery kind of powder, so I'm just going to take whatever's in the cap and just dust this all over my face. This is going to give like a nice like glow to my skin, as you can see. It's very subtle though. This makes you look so luminous and like glowy and pretty. Okay, so now before I go in with like powder, like bronzer, blush, and all that stuff, I do like to set my foundation and my powder down. I just feel like it makes it look so much more natural throughout the day. So I'm just going to spray my whole face. So this is going to help like the foundation and the powder like melt better into my skin. Okay, so I just wiped the excess like foundation off my lips because it was just looking really weird. So moving on to bronzer, I'm going to use my go-to bronzer, which is MAC Give Me Sun. I use this a lot when I'm more tan because when I'm fair, I feel like it's a little too orange on me. So I'm just going to use that on a MAC dual fiber brush. I don't know what the number is of this one, but it's just any dual fiber brush will work, okay? So I'm just going to bronze my skin. The pizza's here. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and I'm going to take this middle banana shade right here, and I'm just going to pick that up on my damp sponge, about that much. And then I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes. And then just a little right here in the center of the forehead, because that bronzer kind of like went everywhere where I blended it. So this is going to even it out. Okay. So now I'm going to take the Morphe, this is the blush palette in the Warm Master 8W. So it looks like this. So I'm going to take that color, and I think I'm going to mix a little bit of the pink one, but like a dab of the pink, because I don't really like pink blush. So I'm going to take that on a Morphe E4 brush, right? Right. Okay, so now I'm going to take that same translucent powder from Hourglass, and I'm just going to bake underneath my contour, because this is going to really make your cheekbones like more sharp and your contour look a little bit more cleaner, especially like when you're taking photos. It just looks a lot better in my opinion. So I'm just going to take that on my same sponge. Okay, so I'm going to leave this to like bake and like do its thing, and I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off of camera. I do have a brow tutorial here on my channel, so I will link that down below if you guys want to see how I do my brows. But that is like literally like 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll be back and we can go ahead and start the eyes. Okay, so I just finished my brows, so now I'm going to go ahead and dust off this bake that we have. And you can see how it just makes it a lot more like cleaner. So now I'm going to go back in with that Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face again to kind of lock the bronzer, contour, blush, all of that into place again. Okay, so I just did this eye off of camera so you could see like how it's gonna look. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye for you guys. So the first thing I'm going to take is the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe, and I'm going to pick up these two colors right here. But I'm just going to mix those two together, and that's going to be my transition shade in the crease of my eye. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to pop it right in the crease. And I'm just blending this back and forth in little like circular motions and then side to side motions. And I'm bringing it like in this area because I don't really care, because as you can see it's going to be pretty smoky. So it's okay if you do get shadow like in the inner corner. So the next color I'm going to take is this one right here. And I'm just going to pick that up on an R37 blending brush from Morphe. And I'm just going to focus that right here, like right in the socket. So I blended the transition shade a little bit above. This one I'm going to put like right in the socket of my eye. And then again, just back and forth, little motions. After every color that I put down, I always end up going in and blending like, so like I'll put down a transition shade, I'll blend it, then put another color, and then I blend that. So like each step I do, I always make sure that I'm blending. That way, like if you just keep adding color, you can kind of get a lot of harsh lines. So that way I just blend so that we don't have that problem. So now I'm going to take this one. This one's called Pukey. This is like one of my like go-to colors. I love this color so much in like the crease. So on the same R37, I'm just going to layer that again. Like I said, this is like my kind of like everyday go-to kind of smoky look. So I just basically layer as many colors as I can. Now I'm going to take this color right here. This one is called Mocha, and on a Morphe M433, I'm just going to pick that up, and I'm basically just going to focus this right there on the outer edge. And I'm just going to kind of blend this color like all over my lid. So the majority of it is going right here on the outer corner. And then I'm just blending whatever I have left on my brush, like kind of just all over the place, because it doesn't really matter like where it goes, because it's going to be smoky. So I'm going to take this brush. This is the E47 from Morphe, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and I'm just going to stamp it like this on the side of my eye to kind of clean up that area and kind of give like a sharpness to my eye look. You can kind of get the same effect with like Scotch tape if you do your eyes first, but I just do it this way because I always end up doing my foundation first and then my eyes second. So that's just kind of like a guide right here for like blending. So now I'm going to take Central Park, which is this color right here. It's like a deep like coffee brown. And I'm going to pick that up and pretty much do the exact, why do I have like an accent when I'm talking? I'm going to do the exact same thing with that mocha color. And I'm just going to pat it first. And then kind of like blend it right there, like on the sides, like this, back and forth. So now I'm just going to take the black in the palette. This is Abyss, and I'm just going to pick that up on a Morphe M506. It's like a little blending brush like this. I love this brush when I'm doing like smoky kind of like liner, because it is such a small little brush and it's so good to get like right here against my lash line. So I'm just picking that black up and I'm just smoking it like side to side against my lashes. I feel like this gives so much like definition to your lashes, and then when you apply like fake lashes, it kind of gives the fake lash like an area to like sit where it looks a lot more like natural. And then I just blend. So now I'm going to take the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to take this first color right here, and I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow just like right in the inner corner to give a little bit of light. And then I go back in and just blend that out. I don't want it to be like a full, like a lot of color right there in the inner corner, so I'm just putting a little bit of it and then dusting it away. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this one, which is called Creamsicle, and it's like a really pretty orangey kind of color. So I'm just going to pick that up and I'm just going to pop it like right here. This is just going to help blend those edges, and it gives a little bit more warmth to the look. So now I'm going to pick up In Light, which is the first highlight color, and I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone. And I'm going to use a MAC 242 brush just to pop that right here under my brow. I'm also going to take that and I'm going to take it on a Morphe 213, and I'm going to pop it right here in this inner corner. I really kind of like make it really bright in that inner corner because we're so smoky on the outer edge and like on the lid that I feel like the inner corner kind of needs something there. I'm just dusting off that translucent powder right there, and then on a Morphe M432, it's just a flat definer brush, I'm going to pick up that same black and I'm just going to connect it from where that translucent powder was to like the corner of my eye. right here on the outer corner. I'm going to stop it like right here where my pupil is. I'm not going to bring it all the way in here because I'm going to be blending, so some of it's going to go in that inner corner, but I don't want it to be so dark in there. So then I'm taking the same M506, that little blending brush, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of Mocha and a little bit of, what is it called? Central Park. And I'm just going to blend that black out. I'm going to take a little bit of Pukey. So now I'm just going to apply some mascara and I'm going to pop on my lashes. I'm going to be using the Intoxicating lashes by Flutter. These are like really like dramatic, like princess lashes, so I'm obsessed with these. Okay, so I just popped on the lashes and I just feel like these lashes make the look so much better. They did take a little while to put on, but whatever, it's all worth it. Pigment from Makeup Forever. It is the Starlit Powder in number 13. So you could use this as an eyeshadow. It's just like a pigment, but I saw Jaclyn Hill use it and it just looked so pretty. So I went and bought it and it's beautiful. So I'm going to use the Morphe M501 brush. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face again one last time. I always make sure I do it after I spray it because I can kind of get like black dots from my mascara. So I'm going to spray it and then I'm going to do the highlight. Do you hear my fucking father? Like, who laughs like that? Who fucking laughs like that? Sounds so stupid. His fucking laugh, I can't. I physically can't. This is why I don't do voiceover or talk-throughs. Because his mouth. Yes? I'm filming. Oh my fucking Jesus. Brayden! Stop! Really?
Alright, I'll see you tomorrow morning then.
Okay, you know what? You're such a fucking bitch. Come here. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to take the Morphe M501 brush and I'm just going to pick up some of that highlighter. I just have a little bit in the cap. So you can see the highlight. It's so freaking pretty. Brush it on my cheeks. So when I smile, you can see the glow. Okay, I need more. I'm going to take it and I'm going to hit it right here on my nose. Just a little. And right here on the bridge. I'm going to spray my face one more time just to lock the highlight in. Bitch, I go through like one of these a week. Like, I'm fucking crazy. I'm just gonna use this Great Lash mascara, the one we got when we were 12. I'm gonna use Cork Lip Liner by MAC. It's like a dark kind of brown. And I do slightly overline my top lip, just a little bit, and then a little on the lower lip, because in pictures, when you do like that, you know, pouty kind of look, it looks good, but it can go like really bad if you overline them too much. So I just slightly overline the top lip and just a little bit on the bottom. I put that little line in the center of my lip because if you ever notice girls that have lip injections, it's like fuller on one side and fuller on the other side, and then there's like a little line down the center where like it looks like their lips are like just like really like full and plump. So I contour almost like with the lip liner right in the center, and then I blend it out so that it looks like my lips are fuller. I don't know. The tricks. I don't know. I'm gonna do my bow and arrow by Kat Von D. I don't even know if there's any in here, but we're gonna try. Oh, So pretty. I love, this is my favorite look of lipstick, like, ever. I'm gonna take Hug Me from MAC. It's like am I passing out or are the lights flickering? I don't know. For like a gloss, like right in the center. So let me go ahead and finish this Instagram baddie look off, and let me go change and do my hair and look more presentable, and then I'll be right back. I literally just sat here and was speaking to myself for about 10 minutes, and the fucking camera was not even recording. Okay. Take 50. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is pretty much my go-to smoky eye when I just want, you know, to look a little bit more glamorous, and, you know, this is pretty much something that I go to that is easy to just throw together. I don't need to like make sure I have enough time to do this look. I just love it because it's very easy once you get the hang of it, and once you get like the buffing kind of technique down, it's super easy, super fast. So yeah, this is pretty much like my go-to glam slash Instagram baddie makeup look. So of course I had to go and change and do like, you know, the hat, the big ass hoop earrings, the straight hair, the nails, you know. I had to make the look like I'm an Instagram baddie, which I'm definitely not, but I give props to these girls who are like these Instagram baddies, because holy shit, I've been filming for like 6 hours, it feels like. I think I started at 6 and it's 10 o'clock now. So I'm almost tired. It takes a while to transform into an Instagram baddie, I must say. So I give these girls props. So the only thing that you will need is a nice camera to take your Instagram baddie pictures with. But of course you could just use your phone. This one has like a nice like softening filter on it, which just makes you look bomb. So yeah, then you're ready to be an Instagram baddie. So yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. I'm really close to hitting 3,000 subscribers, so I would love it if you guys, you know, join my little family here on YouTube and, you know, hang out with me and stuff. So yeah, if you guys have any video requests that you would like to see from me, then please just leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah!